All right, welcome to Nobiness. In today's lesson, we'll be solving some questions on two-way table. So the question here says that the two-way table below shows information about 60 students and their subject preference sorted by gender. Okay, so from the table we have boys that prefer maths, science, and the total. Okay, and we have girls as well. So let's move straight to the question. Question A. And A says from the table, okay, how many girls prefer science? Okay, now we'll go to the table, and this is um science, students that prefer science, and under this we have boys. The number of students that prefer science in boys are 18, but we need the girls, so which is 12. So our answer here should be 12 girls. The answer here should be 12 girls. Now that's the answer for A. And for B, it says that how many boys prefer maths. Okay, let's go to maths. Under maths, okay, look at the numbers of boys that prefer maths. So it means our answer here should be 14. Okay, and then the next one is, which is question C. It says that what fraction of all students prefer maths? Fraction of all students. Fraction of all students. This is the total number of students that prefer maths. And he's saying what fraction of all students that prefer maths. So which means I would have a fraction which would be those that prefer maths over the total number of students. That should be the answer for question C. So which means that the total number of students that prefer maths is 30, and the total number of students is 60. So this should be my answer for question C. So all I need to do is simplify. Cancel out these zeros. 3 here, 1. 3 here, 2. So, and that means I would have 1 over 2 as my final answer for question C. So for question C, my final answer will be 1 over 2. Now let's look at question D. Question D says that a student is chosen at random. Now what is the probability that the student is a girl who prefers science? Okay, so of course we know the formula for probability. You know that the formula for probability should be the number of favorable outcome divided by the total number of possible outcome. So in this case, the outcome should be trying to know the students who prefer, okay, the probability that the student is a girl who prefers science, and from the table the number of girls that prefer science is 12. So it means we would have it to be 12, and then the total number of students is 60. So which means for question D, all we need to do is simplify. So if 12 here 1 and 12 here should be 5. So which means for question D, our answer here should be 1 over 5. That should be our final answer for question D. So let's solve one more exercise. Alright, so to question 2. Question 2 says that 80 year 8 students were asked whether they prefer watching TV or playing video games in their free time. Some information is shown in the table. Complete the table and answer questions below. Okay, so we have a table, and the first thing we ought to do is complete the two-way table. So, and in order to do that, first of all, we'll do it bit by bit. Okay, so let's start. So for this first row, we have the total, in this case to be 45, and we have the numbers of boys that prefers to watch TV. So all we need to do is subtract 45 from 22, since 45 is the total. And if we do that, 45 minus 22, we should have 23 as our final answer. Yes, we should have 23. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So this should give us 23. And then we have a value for this, but then you will see that if you look at this column, this is vacant. So, and this, the last row here is the total. So all we need to do is add these two up. So if we add 23 plus 17, that should give us 40. Yes, that should give us 40. So we have 40. And now we have this one. So let's look at this row. We have, okay, for here we have the total to be 35. So all we need to do is subtract 35 from 17. And that should give us 18. Do it. If you subtract 35 from 17, it should give you 18. Now let's look at this column. So all we need to do as well is add 22 to 18. So if we do that, we should have 40. So this plus this give us 10, 0, carry 1 here. That makes it 3. That should give us 40. So we should have 40. So, and if you look at this 40 plus 40 should give us 80, which means we are correct. Okay, so let's look at, we've done question A. So let's look at question B. Question B says, how many boys play video games? Okay, from the table, 23 boys plays video games. So I have 23 boys plays video games. And then question C says that how many girls watch TV? Okay, from the table here, number of girls that watches TV is 18. So this should give us 18. And then finally, for this is that what is the percentage of all students that watch TV? Okay, the percentage of all students that watch TV. So let's look at how many students watch TV. Okay, 40 students watch TV. So, alright, so we know that 40 students watches TV. Have 40 divided by the total number of students, 80. I am looking for percentage, so multiply with 100. So now what's the next thing we'll do? Let's cancel out these values and we'll have, okay, this is 40. Okay, 8 divided here 1 and 8 divided by 40 should give us 5. So we'll have 5 and this is 10. So 5 times 10 should give us 50 as our final answer. It should give us 50 here. As for question D, where we're asked to get the percentage of us, the 80 students that watch TV. So, and that should give us what? 50. This should be 50 percentage. It should be 50 percentage. So let's move forward to the next question, which I think you would be solving. Okay, so this is question 3. I would love you to try it out, and if you find it difficult, you comment and I will reply you probably in the next video. Okay, do well to subscribe, like and share if you find this video helpful.